If you can hear this, you're in the circle now. Check your shoulders. Make sure it's just you and these words. You have now tuned in to the Let 'Em Know podcast, where the real talk's quiet and the truth talks loud. No accidents. You found this frequency. So sit back. Lock in. Let 'em know you're listening. You're now tuned in to the Let 'Em Know podcast.
What's good, Savvy Crew? I'm coming back with another video. You already know. And man, this one, I'm going to be talking about symbolism. And I'm going to talk a little bit about ice. Not really about ice, but it's going to be sort of on ice. And I do want to say this too about the Renee Nicole Good ice shooting that happened. Yeah, if you ask me, she good. It's literally in her name. Like, she good, bro. I don't think she really got shot. I don't think nothing happened to her, bro. And if something did happen to her, it was most likely a ritual or some type of sacrifice they had going on. But I don't think, me personally, I don't think she really got shot, bro. They literally they do shit on purpose, like put shit in front of your face on purpose. And I feel like her last name being Good is one of those symbolic things, and they pretty much saying that she's good, so there's nothing to really worry about. Now, I may be wrong, but that's just my take on it. And we know that they be doing that type of stuff to, like, get you riled up and mess with your emotions and shit. But yeah, I think she good, if you ask me. I don't think nothing really happened to her. And like I said, if something really did happen to her, though, it was most likely a ritual, or a sacrifice. But let me switch to this screen real quick. Go ahead, switch to that screen. And I am going to be, the first video I'm gonna react to is The Boys Breakdown, The Boys movie. And then I'm going to I got 3 other videos I'm gonna react to, which matter of fact, I might so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with The Boys movie breakdown. I'm gonna start with that, and then I'm gonna go like how I got it in order. So I'm gonna start here. Let's start here.
Most people think The Boys is just a violent parody of superheroes, but underneath the blood, shock value, and dark humor, it's quietly exposing how power really works and why the people we idolize should scare us the most. A show where the main antagonist is a power-hungry superhero who is modeled after a world leader. The Boys takes place in a world where celebrities are untouchable, power is protected, and the people meant to save us are the most dangerous ones alive. And the scary part is, it's not as fictional as we think. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about the TV show The Boys. Let's get right into it. The Boys has become one of the most popular TV shows in the last few years. A show that tackles the idea of superheroes who are as popular as celebrities, as influential as politicians, and as revered as gods. But instead of saving people like traditional heroes, they abuse their massive power rather than use them for good. Known for its satirical dark comedy storytelling and over-the-top scenes, The Boys has become massively popular, leading to 4 seasons with a 5th one on the way. While at first glance, the show comes off as simply a hardcore parody making fun of superheroes, but when you look deeper past all the men in tights and edgy jokes, you quickly start to notice that this dark edgy comedy is actually full of deep social and political commentary. As ridiculous as the show is at times, it is actually hiding the truth in plain sight. In today's episode, I will be revealing the deeper side of The Boys. Chances are, after seeing this, you will stop watching the show as a superhero show and start watching it as a commentary on our society.
You have it listened, you type it in, and then you go digging.
You literally just drag it in and it'll be an audio.
Now, before we get into the deeper side of this show, let me give you guys a quick synopsis for those who are unfamiliar with the show. I want to warn you guys, there will be spoilers ahead. The show follows the story of the Boys, a group hell-bent on destroying superheroes, specifically the superhero group The Seven and the company behind them called Vault. The reason they want to destroy all superheroes is that all the members of the Boys have been hurt by the Seven and Vault in some really messed up ways. Butcher, the leader of the group, hates the Seven because Homelander, the leader of the Seven, R-worded his wife and got her pregnant. Huey, another member of the Boys, saw his girlfriend get killed right in front of him by a soup called A-Train, who recklessly ran through her with his super speed while high. Another Boys member, had his entire family killed by a soup named Soldier Boy. In the show, superheroes are made by the company Vault, a powerful company with infinite power and money. The way they make these superheroes is truly messed up though. Vault approaches families who just had a baby and offers them a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity, if you can call it that. They offer these parents the chance of turning their regular baby into a powerful superhero, giving them the chance of one day being a member of the Seven. If the parents agree, then Vault takes their child and injects them with a substance they call V, which is what turns people into superheroes. Vault realized that injecting adults with V often resulted in a negative outcome, but if they gave V to children, their bodies accepted it better, leading to some children successfully becoming soups. At the beginning of the show, this is unknown to the public, but thanks to the Boys, it eventually gets exposed. Now, while superheroes are traditionally seen as good across all media,
And I just want to interject right here and say, I really think that they have something like this where they're trying to create maybe some sort of superhuman person or something. I really feel like they are trying to do that. Now, I heard a theory that the COVID shot was sort of something like that, where it may not directly affect you, but it might trickle down and it might be passed down to your kids or something like that. So yeah, I really think that they got some shit going on like that, and I don't think that I think there's another movie. I think there's a couple other movies. I might be wrong, but I think there's a couple other movies where they got something called The Vaults, or the, you know what I'm saying, The Vault, where they are pretty much like creating superhuman type people, or you know what I'm saying, like in that movie Fallout. They you know what I'm saying, they got the Vault 33 and all that shit. So it's definitely something behind that name too. Vault.
in The Boys, that's not the case at all, as the superheroes are closer to ego-driven psychopath celebrities who do everything and anything to uphold their public image. The so-called heroes don't actually save people. For the most part, they just pretend to for the public. Most of the time, they end up killing a bunch of innocent civilians and doing other much more disturbing things. The main antagonist in
And that's kind of what I've been saying in some of my other videos, that that's how the government move. That's how these Masonic order groups move. They have lower level people that do a whole lot of charity, so it makes it seem like they out you know what I'm saying, doing some good deeds and shit in the world. But the deeper you get in it and the farther you go, you know what I'm saying, the higher you go up on the pyramid, up on the ladder or the staircase, you know what I'm saying? That's where the, you know, the deeper secrets come in at the darker side. You feel me? Just like he said, they make it seem like they're trying to save the world and do good, but really behind closed doors, they doing the opposite.
The show is a superhero named Homelander. Homelander, the leader of the Seven, is supposed to be a parody of Superman. He is considered the strongest supe of all and is feared by everyone. The only problem is, Homelander is nothing short of a full-on psychopath. He is known for destroying anyone who doesn't agree with him or questions his authority. Whenever he does attempt to save people, he usually does more harm than good. For example, there's a scene where a plane was hijacked by a terrorist group. Homelander flies up to the plane with another supe called Queen Maeve. When he gets inside the plane, he enters the cockpit and instantly takes out the terrorists with his laser blast. But at the same time, he destroys the plane's controls. Because of this, the plane can be piloted and it starts to fall rapidly. When Homelander realizes what he did, he decides he's going to leave the plane and not save any of the passengers. When Maeve begged him to at least save a little girl and her mother who were on board, Homelander refuses and tells her he's not going to save anyone because they would tell everyone that he left the rest of the passengers to die, which would make him look bad.
Take these two! No. Just these two! No, what? So they can tell the world that we left the rest of them to...
So many stars are in the making at SCAD. Students like you, finding their
die?
So Homelander flies off the plane with Maeve and leaves all the passengers falling to their demise. After the crash, Homelander appears on the news telling the reporters that he wasn't able to get to the plane in time, and by the time he got there, it had already crashed.
Said they didn't have to die. We arrived 3 minutes after the plane went down.
This by far is one of the greatest examples of who Homelander is. He is not concerned with actually being a hero, just looking like one for the cameras. Because of his immense power, he goes
And that's, I mean, that's a lot of a lot of the elite.
Unchecked for any of the evil, cruel things he does throughout the show. Eventually, we do find out why Homelander is so brutally cold-hearted, and it turns out it's all because of Vought. Homelander was one of the only superheroes who was essentially the child of Vought. The company paid an employee to be the surrogate mother of Homelander. They used another supe named Soldier Boy as the donor and impregnated the woman with his baby. Eventually, when Homelander was born, he ended up killing his surrogate mother while giving birth, lasering her from the inside. Because he was essentially a child of the company, he wasn't raised by traditional parents. Instead, he was raised by a group of scientists in a lab who treated him like a circus freak, using him for experiments and basically torturing him to test his powers. This severely psychologically affected Homelander, leaving him with a mommy complex, leading him to seek maternal validation from female figures at Vought, most notably Madeline Stillwell, the CEO of the company, whom he viewed with a disturbing mix of loyalty and sexual obsession. Often, he would make her breastfeed him so he can fulfill his desires to have a mother. But just like everyone else around Homelander, he would go on to laser her face off because he became jealous of her real baby. On the surface, the show is basically about how everyone is afraid of Homelander and wants to destroy him. But underneath that initial layer, you start to see what the story the boys is really trying to tell. Let's start peeling off the layers, going deeper and deeper, revealing the side of the boys you might have not picked up on. The first thing they make extremely obvious is that these so-called superheroes are actually an analogy for celebrities and political leaders. There is a pretty clear comparison between the superheroes and big celebrities. For example, in the show, the superheroes hyper-focus on their public image and their approval points, with the supes having teams of handlers who tell them what to say and what to do. Just like celebrities have handlers who construct their entire public image to make sure they stay on brand.
Literally, if you don't know, they used to have artist development classes or artist development people, whatever, that work with the artists to help them with their, like in interviews, when they do interviews or go, when back then it was more so TV, so you was really out in front of the world, you feel me, because it was only TV, and that's, you know what I'm saying, that was the main thing that they would see you on. unless they seen you in person. But that was the only other way. You know what I'm saying? And at that, they had people, well, most of the people that was going to go do interviews with anyways, like let's say Jerry Springer. I think he did interviews. If not, scratch that. But you know what I'm saying, Ellen DeGeneres, you know what I'm saying, shows like that, people like that, fucking Oprah and shit. You know what I'm saying? SNL, I think Saturday Night Live, where that dude had that I forgot what his name. Damn, what is his name? I think it is SNL, or if it ain't SNL, but I forgot what his name is. But the MTV Awards is at the Masonic Lodge, and he filmed this show there. But yeah, they most of them mass media, them TV interviewers was pretty much in cahoots with the labels and shit like that. So they already probably knew what type of questions they was going to ask them, or they sent out a list of questions maybe that they was going to ask them. And then so they had to prepare the artists to answer those questions. That was when they had the artist development classes. That's probably how it went. Now I know they did have, you know what I'm saying, they had that. Now I just kind of made up, you know what I'm saying, that part about how the interviewers and all that, you know what I'm saying, that little middle part, but it's not really made up. You feel me? It's just that just kind of came off the top of my head. Let me put it like that. It just kind of came off the top of my head. You feel me? But so they don't have that no more though. You feel me? They don't have artist development no more. That's why artists but they still do have handlers though. You feel me? And they have people that you know what I'm saying, guide their career type shit. But they don't really have artist development. But yeah, that's how the artists move though.
In the show, the heroes are more focused on making money than actually saving people. The Supes also actually
Well, not artists, but celebrities.
Star in superhero movies that are used to craft their hero story, making the Supes actors instead of actual superheroes.
Marketing is easy. This one even said we should get some fancy cookie.
They use these heroes to sell products, sell movies, and to push political campaigns. The Boys also tries to show the undesirable side of celebrities, how in front of the cameras, they have a well-crafted good guy image, but when the cameras are off, they become the monsters they truly are, doing things they would never want their fans to see. It also shows the toxic celebrity and fan dynamic, how celebrities act like good, caring people who love their fans in public, but the moment the cameras are off, they treat their fans like peasants whom they use to fuel their lives. In the show, Homelander refers to regular people as toys and worthless, only there for his amusement, while comparing himself to a god.
They're only humans, and toys for our amusement, that's right.
Another interesting thing they show is how these celebrities are actually created by corporations and are not organically made. In the show, the Supes are made in a lab. They are groomed from childhood to become heroes when they grow up. At the end of it all, they're just a product made by the mega corporation Vault, just like we see with the biggest celebrities, who themselves are made, groomed, and controlled by the Hollywood machine, showing that these celebrities are closer to hand puppets than people. It is also an analogy for child stars, how many parents choose to sell their children to Hollywood so they can be stars and make money. Another thing this show does a great job of showing is how celebrities get away with all the horrible things they do. For example, in The Boys, every time they hurt civilians or cause the demise of an innocent person, the media runs a story that makes the heroes look innocent, just like we saw earlier from the Homelander scene when he left an entire plane of people to die. But the media reported it like he wasn't able to get to them on time. Another example of this PR media manipulation is how they stage their hero saves for the public. There is one scene where Homelander's son rehearses a superhero save where he has to stop a bank robber. They use actors and try to make it look as real as possible, rehearsing and practicing the save for days. When they actually went to enact this save in real life, Homelander's son ends up accidentally killing the bank robber, who is just an innocent actor. But the media then spun the story to make it look like he stopped a violent criminal. This is a great reference to how celebrities use the media and PR companies to cover up all their wrongdoings, all in order to protect their public image and persona so they can keep selling lies to the public. The next thing I want to talk about is how they make a reference to celebrities using religion to manipulate the masses and to trick them into blindly following them. In the show, many of the heroes, especially Homelander, presents themselves as Christians and use religion to push their agendas. Even though Homelander believes he's a god and does the most heinous things imaginable, he is seen constantly using religion to win over people and to manipulate and mobilize the fans.
Then I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
There is one soup named Ezekiel who is a religious leader and televangelist who serves as the public face for Capes for Christ and the Believe Expo. While in public, he pretends to be a Christian and uses religion to make money. But behind the scenes, he is one of the most immoral characters of them all. There's even a scene where he is shown in a private superhero nightclub getting frisky with 3 guys at the same time. Ezekiel uses religion as a mask to hide his dark side and to sell his public image. Just like we can see from many of the biggest politicians and celebrities who use religion to gain fans and supporters, or even
I can name a few. I can name a few right now that just use religion to pretty much get paid. Kirk Franklin, TD Power Bottom Jakes, or I should call Kirk Franklin Kirk Fakelin. And motherfucking what's his name? Dang, what is his name? Well, that other big, the real super big TV evangelist. And he a real big meme. I forgot his name, but y'all probably know who I'm talking about.
to get elected. A good example of this would be Kanye West and his entire Christian era, dropping so-called Christian music and even hosting church service events. Kanye managed to gain new fans because he presented himself as a Christian, only to later backtrack on everything he said and start calling himself a god again, and even announce he was making his own adult website. Celebrities just like the Soups and the Boys often use religion as a marketing ploy just to capture a bigger audience who are religious, when in reality, these celebrities are usually moralist individuals whose true god is money. Now let's move on to some even deeper points the show makes. One of the things I noticed over time while watching the show is that while Homelander is supposed to be a parody of Superman, they also seem to make parallels between him and Donald Trump. I thought to myself, maybe I was just overthinking it, but by the 3rd season they made it quite obvious that Homelander was definitely a satirical representation of Donald Trump. Before you say I'm making things up or I'm just coming at Trump, this was actually confirmed by the creator of the show himself. Eric Kripke, the showrunner, describes Homelander as a metaphor for US President Donald Trump and views the show as a scathing satire of modern American politics. The show's writers have admitted to taking snippets of Trump's speeches and incorporating them into Homelander's dialogue.
We will make America safe again.
America will be safe again.
Several major scenes were directly inspired by Trump's real-world actions. For example, in the season 3 finale, there's a scene where Homelander kills a protester in public and is cheered on by his followers. This entire scene was based on Trump's 2016 remark that he can shoot somebody on 5th Avenue without losing any voters.
You say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of 5th Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
Which was proven true with Homelander in season 4.
And he be calling himself a Christian or something, I believe. But if not, I remember at one point, there was like, you know what I'm saying, maybe a month or 2 ago, maybe a little, actually around like the time the shutdown happened, right? He was rallying up all the Christians for some reason. I guess trying to get them votes. But he was rallying them all up.
4. When he was taken to trial but was found innocent, with the incident labeled self-defense because the protester threw an empty water bottle at his son, proving that Homelander is seen more like a god than a hero, like some will say Trump is seen. Now obviously, if Homelander is supposed to be a dark parody of Trump, then naturally, he is portrayed as the leader of the right, with Starlight, a former member of the Seven turned resistance leader, depicted as the leader of the left. In the show, Starlight is the leader of the Starlighters, which focuses on themes often associated with the American left movement, such as corporate accountability, human rights, and exposing corporations within powerful institutions like Vault International. Now, this is when the show reveals the most important truth of all: the political deception the American people always fall for. While Homelander supporters are seen like the right, and the Starlighters are seen as the left, the show tells us how they're both two wings of the same beast with the character Victoria Newman.
This last summer, I began to use Claude as a kind of soundboard
And
to help me wrap my brain around how
Victoria,
it really is. It's the same. I've been saying this in all my other videos, all my older ones, and some of my recent ones. Just because you vote right or left, conservative or whatever the other one is, liberal, whatever. It's the same. Okay, it's the same plane. It's different wings on the same plane going to the same direction. But you can either get it this way or you can get it this way. You choose which one. But it's going the same way. You feel me? Same thing with the red pill or blue pill. It's the same thing. It's the same halves of the whole pill. They just split it up. You either just gonna take the red side or the blue side, but it's still the same thing. You either just gonna be conscious of what you're doing or unconscious when you take it, when they use it or using it how they use it in the occult standpoint.
Newman initially was aligned with the Starlighters left movement, but as the show went on, she is revealed to be deeply corrupt and evil, as Newman is exposed to be a secret soup who has the power to pop people's heads off like balloons, which she does to a bunch of people during a political event. In the show, Newman is running for vice president as a Democrat standing against Homelander and Vought, but it's eventually revealed that she's secretly working with Homelander, suggesting that both ends of the political spectrum in the show's world, like in the real world, are one and the same and are both controlled by the same people behind the scenes. Now, let's talk about the most revealing moments of the show. How the show reveals the truth about false flag scenarios used for political narratives. In the show, there's an episode where the Starlighters are protesting at Homelander's trial. While Homelander supporters are there resisting the Starlighters, Homelander stages a false flag attack on his own supporters. He invites some of his big supporters to a private meet and greet. He then has members of the Seven kill his own supporters and then plants their bodies at the protest in order to make Starlighters look violent and dangerous. This is a clear example of a false flag attack, something that many believe are used by the elite to push narratives and cause separation. The Boys also shows how politics are used to divide the people, keep them fighting amongst each other, while the real evildoers keep on running the country to benefit themselves. Now in the 4th season, they secretly reveal one of the most important realities of our society: the inhumane practice of profiting from prisoners. In an episode of the 4th season, a billionaire soup named Tech Knight hosted a private event for the billionaire elite where they conspired to rig an election. During this event, Tech Knight casually reveals a very important thing that most likely went over many people's heads. When telling someone about how he acquired his massive wealth, stating that they made millions from capturing slaves, but now he makes his money from the private prison industry, where they target predominantly black and brown people from urban communities and imprison them for profits.
No, you don't get this from entertainment money. This is real money. 11 generations money. Family started out as slave catchers. Now we own more private prisons than any other company in the US of A. And you sure know how to fill them.
This is a direct reference to the private prison industry, how those who own these private prisons invest in record labels and Hollywood movies to influence what music and movies is pushed to the urban community, pushing an agenda that would influence the urban youth to adopt a criminal lifestyle where they would be more likely to end up in a private prison that they profit from. It's honestly crazy how nonchalant the show threw that.
Yeah, bro. Okay, so labels or music execs or whatever, and probably even some artists have contracts, deals with the jail system, prison system, which is why they push hardcore drill rap or gangster rap so much instead of the conscious rap. Even though J. Cole's, even because he's still part of it, but I'm just gonna use this as an example. But even though J. Cole was, a pretty big artist, he still wasn't really pushed in the limelight like other artists was that do drill rap or hip hop or gangster rap music. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want no conscious people. They don't want you to be conscious. They want you to be dumbed down and in and out the prison system, helping them fill up their pockets. Whether it's from tickets or whether it's from you actually being up in the motherfucking sitting off in the cell. Because they have to keep it at a certain different, they all have different, capacity rates at what they have to stay at before if they drop lower than that rate, let's say 90% or 95%, if they have to keep the jail at 95 or higher or 90% or higher, if they drop below that, they will get fined by the state or some shit like that. So they literally have to literally find ways to keep people in jail so they can keep their pockets full, or keep that money coming in at least. That's why when something gets legal, they'll go harder on something else. You feel me? So they can keep people locked up. So when weed got legal, they went harder on something else so they can keep people locked up. You feel me? And keep that capacity rate up there.
In there. As you can see, The Boys is way deeper than just a parody on superheroes. In reality, it's holding up a mirror showing us through a dark, edgy comedy what our world truly is. The nasty, disturbing truth most people pretend not to see. How the world...
And not only that though, they made weed legal too, because they seen how much money they can make from it. Just like alcohol. At one point that was legal, but then, illegal, but then they made it legal.
Obsession with celebrities and politicians allows them to take advantage of them and use them to fuel their egos in their luxurious world. Now, there is much more I wasn't able to get to in this video, but with the 5th and final season of The Boys coming out soon, I'll save it for a part 2. That's if you guys want a part 2.
Okay, so I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. So if you did watch the movie, if you didn't, you could get why, you can get this. Now this is now jumping into the symbolism, what the video is actually on. This is now kind of jumping into it, and then the next video that I play. But in this video, he gonna be talking. He got clips of the Boys movie. That's why I did. I reacted to that first.
I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. Thank you, President Donald J. Trump, for securing our border and putting America first. Let me deliver a message from President Trump to the world. If you are considering entering America illegally, don't even think about it. Let me be clear. If you come to our country and you break our laws, we will hunt you down. Criminals are not welcome in the United States.
One thing I still gotta say, not still gotta say, but one thing I gotta say, bro. Bro, like I said, I made a whole video about this. If they put surveillance and security cameras up so they can be able to catch criminals and shit. I forgot what there was some type of news article that they put out recently. I forgot what it was about. I think I was gonna react to it, I think. But there is some news article that came out. They said they still on the hunt for a person. How? There is ring cameras everywhere. And then they got surveillance. They own security cameras everywhere. They are trying to come up with a system, a security system where they can predict a crime and stop it before it happened. How you gonna do that and you can't even catch a motherfucker when a crime is happening or after it happened? That don't make sense to me.
For too long, weak leadership has left our borders wide open.
Are you worried about your country? Do you feel like your land is being invaded by foreign intruders who want to change your culture? Do you believe your way of life is under attack? And are you ready to finally do something about it? Then apply now to join ICE.
ICE is fighting to make a difference.
ICE is protecting our values and beliefs.
ICE is rooting out the foreign enemy. ICE is terrorizing the invaders.
ICE is attacking when they least expect.
ICE is blowing up the status quo. I joined to be part of a group of like-minded individuals really devoted to a cause.
I joined after I watched some badass videos online.
I joined because I wanted to secure the border. But then I found out that's actually Border Patrol's job. I joined to capture those MS-13 animals who are infesting America. I haven't seen any yet, but I've heard about them.
We're an age-old American tradition dating all the way back to 2003. So slightly younger than that curly-haired kid on Stranger Things.
Okay, so here goes the Renee video right here that I was talking about earlier in this video. Like I said, I think she good. I don't think she really got shot, bro.
What the f***?
Dramatic video purportedly shows the moment an ICE agent fatally opened fire on a woman in Minneapolis, who DHS.
It literally looks to me, it looks to me like the gun wasn't, it was pointed like damn near towards the steering wheel, looked like to me. It wasn't even really pointed at her. It was pointed more up towards or past her.
Says attempted to barrel her SUV into the path of an officer. As multiple angles of the incident have emerged and gone viral across the internet, users are left divided on whether or not the agent's actions were reckless or in self-defense.
Gate and Matarazzo.
That sounds Italian. We're not deporting those guys. Yet.
I'm Homeland Security Secretary Kirsten Nielsen. It's popular nowadays.
And one thing I want to know is, how are they always catching these events? Like, I understand. Listen, like let's talk about the fucking what's his name? Man, what the hell is his name? I got the horses in the bag. That motherfucking nigga. That head ass nigga, bro. Bro, when he was in the street late at night, that nigga was walking the street, bro, singing, talking about, "Are you coming to the party?" and shit. That how who was even there to catch? Like, how would you like, bro? That was staged. And listen. I think I forgot what video I did that on, but I already talked a little bit about this and how memes ain't even really memes anymore. If memes was ever even really memes. Because before we got AI, I'm pretty sure that's what some of those memes was. They was using AI on us before we even really knew how to, you know what I'm saying, that we could make our own type of like AI videos like Sora and shit like that. But if it wasn't that and it was real people, it was staged and fake. Some of those memes was real, but probably a good majority was not. And you can go back and look at some of them and tell that they were scripted. And I'm also finna bring up a few of them, but definitely now they scripted. Also, that Tracks NYC thing, when he was talking about where's my money, he ran up on the counter. That may have been real, but knowing that he's Jewish, you feel me? Ashkenazi or whatever. He even said it himself. It might have been staged. That's how I feel. It may have not been and it may have been real, but I think it was staged. You feel me?
Too much.
Along with this.
People can't give a refund. Can't let money go, bro. But I can. These three people, they got greed as a religion. They can't let the money go. They rather kill me. So I'm in for another $20,000 on top of my refund, but it doesn't matter. Whatever Bradford Cohen as a lawyer gets me as restitution, I'm giving to my staff, to my family, and the people in New York. I don't need their greedy money. I don't need their greedy money. And where's Mickey at? I'm right here. I'm done. Okay, what are you throwing? $1, bro? Get some money.
You see how it's only a few people around in the circle, but then they got a whole lot more outsiders outside of the circle? That's just filming and recording. You feel me?
What's wrong with this guy? Yo.
Don't even look like they picking up some of them.
That's the problem. People can't handle nothing, bro. Can't let $1 go.
Picking up the money. Sorry, I'm trying to catch the one. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but they just looking. They not even really picking up the outsiders. You feel me? If that was for real, and that he was, why wouldn't more people be trying to go in and, you feel me, get, you know what I'm saying? Now, once again, who knows? I may be wrong, but I feel like it's staged.
You catch a fucking one here. Catch the ones, baby. Catch the ones. It ain't hard to catch. We're gonna throw them all up. How hard is it to throw some money in the people? So Akai.
All them people there, and you telling me there ain't nobody else rushing up. All they just standing there looking like he not throwing money. Like he not throwing money like it's a motherfucking strip club. Everybody just standing there looking, but only the people on the inside, that's inside of the circles or the circle, is the main majority picking it up.
Spitting in my face for strangling me. I'm gonna make you an example for the world for greed, bro. Learn how to share the money and let it go. Whatever I get.
Look, and then boom, he tried to slide that real quick. But niggas like, we gon' catch that.
I get from Akai, thanks to Bradford Cohen, I'm gonna share. I know how to share money. okay? Because money's not my god. Do you understand that? Don't f my brother Max, baby. Don't fuck with Trax.
While chilling in his car, this driver witnessed a cop.
Hold on. And this is another one. And then at the end, there was a few more people he started letting pick it up at the end to make it seem like it was more real. I was gonna go back, but hold on. Now this is another one. I don't even have to. Y'all caught that symbolism. Tried to slide that off camera real quick, but nah.
Chasing someone, and the way this chase ended was straight out of a cartoon.
You've got one running in the bottom. We're going fast, man. Stop!
Now watch this. Boom. Now, I don't know a lot of people who would have a decoration like that on top of their car console thing. You feel me? I don't know. And not only that, let's zoom in a little bit. Do you not see that swirl? If you know what that swirl is and you know what that swirl means. Well, this is what it will try and tell you it means. But hold on. Okay. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? It say our tattoo shop will not be doing these following tattoos because of that. And let me see if I can find a better one. Here we go. I can't scroll up. That's a little, hold on. I don't know why it's blurry, but yeah. Y'all can see that a little bit. Yeah, so that, why, number one, why would you have a pyramid up there with that logo? So,
wow, look at that shit. Y'all see that?
okay, so, and then I think it might have been one more. I might not have saved it. Yeah, I don't think I saved it, but yeah, so yeah, yeah. I forgot why exactly I pulled that up, but yeah.
To say,
I'm talking about for the video wise, what somebody said in the video, which made me want to pull that up. But yeah, that's what I mean by memes was never really memes. You feel me? They've always been staged events, and some of them may have been real that people may have caught in the moment, real memes, but for the most part, most of them is staged events.
This is bad, but there's no better representation of American values right now than ISIS.
Flooding our communities with drugs, human trafficking, and violent criminals. Well, those days are over. Under President Trump, we are defending American families and restoring their safety. If you try to enter illegally, you will be caught. You will be removed, and you will never return. Follow the law, and you'll find opportunity. If you break it, you'll find consequences. Strong borders mean a stronger America. President Trump is making America safe again.
All power to the people!
Safe for who? Because I don't think making it safer for us, commoners, as they want us, or as they used to say.
All power to the people! This is what the cops do!
You were unlawfully walking in the roadway.
I'm down with deportation! I'm down with liberation!
And I just want to say, listen, that they want you to go out there and protest. This isn't the 1960s. A few people on the street corner ain't gonna stop nothing. They ain't gonna care about that. They just gonna send a couple cops over there just to make sure it don't get rowdy, but ain't shit still gonna happen. It needs to be a bunch of people, damn near the whole city plus a couple more cities need to step out if you want to pull that move. It just can't be a few people on the street corner singing little protest songs like down with deportation.
I'm with liberation.
Up with liberation. Like what? Come on, man. Who do you think they care about that, bro? They putting chemicals and shit in our food to kill us off slowly, like silent assassin ninjas, bro. They don't care about you on the corner talking about no down for deportation, up for liberation, singing it and shit, bro. If you gonna pull that move, you gonna have to have a bang of people. I'm talking about the city plus a couple more cities. Probably damn near the whole America gonna have to step up if you gonna pull that move. And most likely, and if they find out that you having a protest, they gonna beat you to the punch. They gonna put a fake one out there so you can go join them. And definitely ain't nothing gonna get solved.
I've been called out by everybody for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Homer Simpson, Mike Tyson, Vince McMahon, like everybody's going crazy over this thing. I guess they want to see
again about the memes, because I brought this up in the video I made about this a little bit when I talked about it. I forgot what video it was, but I was talking about the ice bucket challenge and shit. I was saying how most trends is by design. Most trends is by design. This ice bucket challenge and shit that now that I think about it too, the crate challenge, because I was bringing that up in some videos too, the crate challenge, how you gotta go up the crates and make it to the top or make it to the top and then back down before you fall off. Now, I just got a download of what I think that might have really been about, and the symbolic or symbolism of that, or the symbolic meaning of that. and it's the pyramid going up the steps, the ladder. You feel me? And you gonna see in the next video, but the ice bucket challenge, I'm pretty sure that's why he put this in the video, because it has something to do about this. If you Zachary Hubbard, he makes videos about gematria, and supposedly ice and some other shit matches up in gematria, right? So boom, the ice bucket challenge, and then they called it what, the ASL ice bucket challenge or some shit like that. What the hell did ASL stand for? I don't even think nobody even knew about that. What the hell did ASL stand for?
Whether or not it's my real hair, which it is. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Hello, I'm Madeline Stillwell, Senior Vice President of Hero Management at Vought International. Our portfolio of superheroes has grown exponentially since our humble beginnings back in 1944. From Soldier Boy to the Seven, we provide the world with the safety, service, and the super it deserves. So no matter where your adventures take you, always remember, Vought is here.
I ain't gonna even lie to you though. That was a good little series though. So I am gonna be. I don't know if I watched any. I did watch. I don't know what's the recentest ones that came out. So I will be going back to rewatch it again and see which ones I didn't watch. I might have watched them all, and there's a new season that's coming out, so I may have just only watched that one. But I'm gonna go back and rewatch it. But I don't, especially now, because when I did watch movies just for entertainment, I always watch like action, mystery, mind twisting, bending type movies. You feel me? Where you gotta solve and like shit. The movie be taking like twisting turns and shit, where you be like, damn, I ain't know that was gonna work. Whoa, it was him that did it. I would have never thought, you know what I'm saying? I be watching movie. I like movies like that. They where you solve and shit. You feel me? Not just watching it. You feel me? But now I definitely don't watch movies just to watch movies anymore. I watch them though to be put up on game with shit, or to catch the symbolism and shit, because they do put future of it. And listen, and I've been waiting to say this in the video too, because listen, we predict the future, and by what I mean we is the commoners, us regular people. We predict the future. The elite makes it. They don't predict the future. They make the future. They already know it's gonna happen because they planning it to happen. So while they planning it, we out of the loop not knowing. So we gotta predict what's gonna happen, and they gotta tell us what's gonna happen, or they gotta tell us what they doing before they do it. So called, so they say, because they're their karmic retribution. So they gotta tell us what they doing before they do it. So they put the shit in songs, movies, kid shows, to just everywhere and anywhere. Literally, they put the shit everywhere. So you just gotta know what to look for, and this is what this video is about.
For you.
Miss Universe and Miss USA, I own it. They're here. They're gonna really do a number on me.
By the power of Grayskull. For the honor of Grayskull.
Look, what I just say, they put it in, this was supposed to be a kid show, I forgot what that's called. Damn, I forgot what that's called. But that's supposed to be like a 90s kid show right there. And they talking about the skull and bones and shit in this motherfucker. And they calling her, I think they're calling her Shiva. Like the mother goddess, Hindu, I think, mother goddess.
I am Shiva!
Yeah, I think she said Shiva, either Sheila or Shiva. One of the two. The Knight of Templar on cross on his chest and shit.
This looks like double trouble.
He said double trouble, but it kind of sounded like he said devil trouble too.
This looks like double trouble.
The great beast and then the white horse. The Pegasus. I think they call it like the Pegasus or something, but definitely the white horse. That's damn, I forgot what that's called, but damn, I forgot what it's called, but it's like the red, white, or blue horse or something like black. I forgot what it's called.
Let's move, Cat.
I'm challenging President Obama, my son Donald, my son Eric. Let's go, ladies.
And as an equal opportunity
ladies.
And then he do that. So if you ever see somebody doing that too.
And as an equal opportunity employer, we accept all levels of experience and education, from low to very low, and actively welcome those with diagnosed anger issues.
I wanted to join the regular police, but they told me they wouldn't take someone who was already under arrest. Animal control said nope.
The TSA rejected me because I kept asking if there was something called Sky Jail.
What a mess.
He's tried his hand at most things, but when it comes to the Ice Bucket Challenge, President Obama seems cold on the idea.
Good job.
The president's predecessor wasn't so shy, though. George W. Bush was soaked by his wife, Laura. It's unclear exactly whose challenge the president is refusing.
Now I nominate Ellen, Barack Obama.
Justin Bieber was the first to nominate him.
I nominate you.
And 86-year-old Kennedy family matriarch Ethel also named him after her drenching.
And I need to say this too. You feel me? The true creator is telling me, and God said, looking at the true creator is telling me to say this too. There is regular or so-called regular people among us. No game. But there is so-called regular people among us. And they're not really regular people though. They are the ones on the front line. They are put in society to guide it and also be like Agent Smith in the Matrix. You feel me? Keep it in check at the same time. But you feel me? And also, well, yeah, you know, checks and balances. You feel me? You know, keep it in check. You feel me? Make sure you know, us commoners stay commoners, I guess. You feel me? But there's regular people. You may have some in your family too. You never know. But there's regular people that ain't really regular people. But they are put in place to make it seem like they are regular people. And I'm not talking about like no fucking lizard type shit, which it may be that, but I'm talking about as far as like they not regular, like they're not for real commoners like me and you. They are infiltrators or operatives or Agent Smiths.
Mr. Obama won't be alone in staying dry. The US government says an ethics code means officials are banned from the stunt. So the White House won't become the wet house.
I got kicked out of my neighborhood watch because I threw a microwave at a kid.
And we love that. Join us today and you too can tell your ISIS story.
ICE is waging war for everything that's holy in this country. I guess you could call it a holy war.
But the charity says the president has donated an undisclosed sum.
Immigrants are welcome here. Immigrants are welcome here.
There's a supervillain on your school campus. You hear the calls of distress, you witness a violent display of superpowers. What do? I'm Sheriff Ed Flanagan, and I'm here with Homelander to talk about school safety. On the first report of an active supervillain, a hero will immediately rush to your campus.
But to stay alive in the moment, remember, stay calm and follow the law. Lock all doors and windows. Arm yourselves. Your teacher should have an authorized firearm. But use whatever you can. And wait for a hero.
Unfortunately, the possibility that you will experience a supervillain attack grows more likely every day.
But by having an action plan, you can dramatically increase your chances of survival. And survival is all that matters.
ISIS, guaranteeing my ticket to heaven.
Take it from me. No organization is better than ISIS.
ISIS!
You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. You never take advice. Someday you'll pay the price, I know.
We can judge a person and a society by how they treat their enemy. And here we are with 16 highly violent individuals incarcerated in our temporarily repurposed reading room. It's an ethical dilemma like nothing we've dealt with before.
Personally, I'd say it's more of an ethical opportunity to demonstrate to the surface dwellers and to each other what we mean when we say we're going to build a better world.
Thanks, Reg. That is a positive spin to put on it.
It's not a positive spin for me. It's the gosh darn truth.
Okay. Well, the fact remains we need to decide what to do with these prisoners, and that is a decision that we need to make as a collective.
In a manner befitting our shared values.
I think this conversation would benefit from some actual ideas.
Well, you know what? The young man Woody interrogated this morning, he left an impression on me to reach out across the cultural divide. That's a spark we can work with.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each pocket mind to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
to create a great citizen. Given our recently dwindled numbers, the most ethical solution would be to rehabilitate the prisoners and then integrate them into our vault society.
And also, that was the same thing with the baby. When he so-called had that, he was I forgot where he was at, what city he was in, but he had on that that jersey, Charlotte Hornets jersey, and it had 33 on it. And then the same dude that he so-called got pressed, he had a video shoot and then he got pressed on the video shoot, so supposedly, but they had on the same jersey. That was a scripted meme, or a scripted, I guess you could say meme, or but event.
Sit here.
Motorcycle, you're on info skirmish line. Vehicle 12, info skirmish line. Suspect taken into custody. Motorcycle down. They drove.
March 3rd, 1991. In Los Angeles, a scene caught on amateur video sparks an outcry in the United States. Police officers severely beat black motorist Rodney King after he's stopped for speeding. The following year, the 4 white officers charged in the beating are acquitted of almost all state charges. That triggers the LA riots, which kill 55 people and cause $1 billion in property damage. 1847. Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, is born in Edinburgh, Scotland.
Reality television celebrates the human condition. By illuminating what's extraordinary in the ordinary person.
And believe you me, if you ever had a nation or wanted a nation, you'd have to make sure that everyone took their turn. Everyone took their turn, just like jury duty, to go in and oversee the guys that are supposed to be taking care of everything on your behalf. It's a tight club right now. It's been like that forever, because they never intended to give you anything called democracy, or, in fact, a republic.
It warps the minds of our children and weakens the resolve of our allies.
First, we evaluate your breast shape to determine where it could use an enhancement to create the appearance you desire.
Pretty much, hold on. When he said that about they never really wanted to give you democracy, so that pretty much ties into what I was saying about, I made a video about pretty much 2 whole videos about how this technology was not really invented for us. So just go watch those videos, because that's kind of a different topic. So just go watch those videos.
Next, we prepare the growth factors for injection. Sounds intense, right? Rest assured it's not. To do this, we simply draw blood from your arm and then isolate the growth factors from your blood in order to inject them into your skin. Let's pause right there and discuss why this is important. See, when the growth factors enter your breast, the multipotent stem cells become activated to grow new tissue. This new tissue is full of new collagen, new fatty tissue for smoothness, and new blood vessels so that you can get that healthy glow. Good stuff, right?
political stand.
And also, I'm glad that they showing this too, because it's a little off topic, but not really. But because if you don't know, Gunna, pretty much the whole YSL crew, or any free bands, Future, anybody in that little camp, you know what I'm saying, that you know, that was my main type of artist that I would listen to, you feel me? That was my main influence. And in that song, I forgot what, I think it's Met Gala. No, well, then with the drip, the Met Gala ball. I think, yeah, okay, so I think it was Met Gala. He said, "Shoot your shit up, I got accurate aim." But that, okay, but yeah, I forgot what song that was, but he said, "Oh man, these folks." He said, "These folks done fucked up. Let me slip in the game." Pretty much, he said, "These folks done fucked up. Let me slip in the game." When he meant with that, he was saying they fucked up and let them into they circle, like, you know what I'm saying. They let them into the industry. You feel me? They fucked up when they let them in the industry. And low key, I mean, you see what happened. So I guess you could say they really kinda did. Cause they damn near blew the operation. You feel me? They damn near blew the operation.
And more.
If all that shit wasn't planned. Cause it might have been rituals and sacrifices they had on them or had to get done to themselves or onto other people. But if it wasn't, they definitely fucked up. Cause like I said, they damn near blew the operation.
Much more than this.
I did it my way.
Gangs and
just watch what them people, them two dudes on the stage. I already seen that before, but just wait and watch what he finna say. The dude with the that with the big eyes, the big buck eyes, that's kind of looking around. That's the, you know what I'm saying. Just wait and listen.
fraternities run the systems of the countries. That's how they're run.
Hold on. I'm trying to, let me make sure, because I'm kind of leaned over a little bit and shit, so I gotta make sure y'all, you feel me? I'm trying to be a little comfortable, but make sure y'all still see me, because I was streaming pretty much all damn day from like 8 o'clock or some shit, 9 o'clock till I started this video.
And under taxation, and it's true what Marx said, and it's true what Lenin said, but that part of it, all wealth comes from labor. And tax is another term for labor. When they take your labor from you and give you nothing back for it, that's called stealing and slavery. Slavery, folks. But no teacher told you that, did they?
The results are often dramatic and always unexpected. We're here to honor achievement in that category.
By giving you a golden idol to worship. Kneel before your God, Babylon!
One there, that's Karen Smith. She is one of the dumbest.
Like, what, bro? But he wasn't talking. He was kind of talking to us commoners, but no, he was them people in the audience. He was talking to the people that's literally kneel before, that's their God. You feel me? And if you know, you know. But if you don't, I mean, their God is Baal or Moloch, whatever you say it, however you want to say it. You feel me? Yeah, that's crazy word.
Girls you will ever meet. Damien sat next to her in English last year.
She asked me how to spell orange.
That little one, that's Gretchen Wieners.
She's totally rich because her dad invented toaster strudel.
Christian Wieners knows everybody's business. She knows everything about everyone.
That's why her hair is so big. It's full of secrets.
Hey, what's happening?
And evil takes a human form in Regina George. Don't be fooled, because she may seem like your typical selfish, backstabbing, slut-faced hoe bag, but in reality, she is so much more than that.
She's the queen bee, the star. Those other two are just her little workers.
Regina George. How do I even begin to explain Regina George?
Could it be?
Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way.
And if you don't know, Adidas is also an ancient god or deity. And also that it's an ancient god or deity.
Being president is a serious job.
Good evening, godless sodomites.
We're here to talk about the end of the world.
And anybody who believes that I am a man obviously is an idiot.
She's a man.
He's lying! Shut up!
My mom said to me, you know, sweetheart, one day you should settle down and marry a rich man. And I said, Mom.
And one more interjection real quick. So-called supposedly Jim Carrey, they said that I heard this theory that that Jim Carrey's persona or acting persona or personality, whatever you want to say, is just sort of like the devil's personality. Now, it wasn't, I mean, that's pretty much what he said, but I forgot exactly how he said it. And I forgot what video it was, but I'm going to try and find it. So in my next video, I'm gonna try and show it.
I am a rich man.
Give me those. You pricked my finger.
You're such a woman.
Well, you were the woman.
No, I'm the man.
Who am I?
I'm a tranny. I'm a man.
What would surprise people about Jessica Alba?
I'm a man.
I don't know. I always feel silly. I guess.
And this ties in well because the next video I'm finna do, and I have also already done a whole video about this. Let me go to it quick. So this video right here and this video right here is the two that I mentioned. These two right here, this one and this one. Also, this one too, and these two I also talked about and told you or mentioned to go watch. This one, them two, and those two. But this one right here is the whole video that I've done on what they're talking about right here. How most of the people and a lot of the people, celebrities or actors in Hollywood, is inverts or trainees.
Men do going, as they say, in drag, but
the history of theater shows that years ago in the Elizabethan times, I guess, all of the women's roles were played by men who put on women's clothes. So
And it looked great on you. You look great in red.
Brecca
Well, I'll leave it up there, hoops.
Welsh is the last of the great Hollywood goddesses.
Do you think you're sexy?
No. I don't find myself even the littlest bit sexy.
Really?
But I can pretend.
We're here to honor achievement in that category.
By giving you a golden idol to worship. Kneel before your God, Babylon!
I propose that we end the world, but on our terms. An orchestrated.
Let me take that back a little bit, but y'all seen what's behind. Hold on, let me put it back up real quick. Y'all see that? And I just mentioned that's believe this one might be the Rosicrucian sign. Maybe. But it still might be the Knights of Templars though too as well. But well, not as well or two, but either it's the Rosicrucians or the Knights of Templar sign. But listen to what he's saying also.
But on our terms.
How everything is an orchestrated event, or a lot of this shit is orchestrated events. He said on our terms. Hold on, let me take
that we end the world, but on our terms. An orchestrated apocalypse. One that will cleanse the earth of its population but leave its infrastructure and resources intact. It's been done once before with great success. And when it's over, we will emerge onto a cleansed earth.
And let me take it back one more time. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do a whole video on that on that topic, or if I'm just gonna like bring it up in a video, but I'm definitely gonna do one or the two. Either way, it's gonna be put in the video, but I don't know if it's gonna be like a whole video on its own, or if it's just gonna be like mentioned or brought up in a video.
And when it's over, we will emerge onto a cleansed earth, one that we can then reboot in our image.
In fact, it is gonna be a video on its own because I've been waiting to do this video idea for like at least 2 months, maybe a month or 2 months.
And just how do you intend to achieve this? The means of our salvation are already at hand. I give to you the T-virus.
Emma Watson, Beauty and the Beast! The first acting award in history that doesn't separate nominees based on their sex says something about how we perceive the human experience.
Yeah. Is everything in place?
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over.
And if you don't know what they're alluding to right now in this video, it's what I'm going to be talking about in the next one. And it's on this person right there. But the only reason I'm doing it on this person is because he put the most like symbolic occult shit in the video. There was one on Trump that I wanted to do, but and I still might, but he bring a lot more up in this one. So yeah.
Your eyes to blind you from the truth.
But what what he's alluding to right now in this video is how most of the people in Hollywood is either male turned female or female turned male.
What truth? That you
Like I said, go watch this video right there.
You are a slave.
What's your problem?
Yo, I'm a paparazzi. I don't play no Yahtzee. I go pop, 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 pop. My camera's up your crotch.
If you want to be a drag queen and your parents don't let you, you need new parents. If you want to be a
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, them the right parents. Keep those parents. If no.
drag queen and your friends don't let you, you need new friends. Super pumped. I'm gonna walk the runway and I'm gonna vogue.
Virgin voguing because he's been taking.
Listen. This video right here is how everything that's pushed in mass media, whether it's on the news, whether it's now with social media and news people like TMZ or news people like, you know how they got like little hip hop news channels and shit like that, or you know what I'm saying, just like little news channels for different shit. Most of the communities that's out there, like even the truth community, there is infiltrated. There's people who's in here spreading false information, so you gotta watch out. But this video right here talk about how stuff like this is pushed for an agenda. Stuff like this is pushed for an agenda.
Voguing classes with Gerard X Reyes, who's fantastic. He's doing first time in drags at a ball.
Look how dude's staring. That shit is creepy as fuck. Look how he looking at, bro. Look at this shit.
Gerard X Reyes, who's fantastic. He's doing.
And he was trying so hard not to, but he just couldn't help himself. Look at this shit.
First time in drags at a ball.
For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another. Men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient.
You see, I take these glasses off. She looks like a regular person, doesn't she, huh? Put them back on, formaldehyde face. Oh.
Listen, when they say, this is kind of off topic a little bit, off subject, but when they say to, like you know you really done you know you really in this is when you put your 10,000 hours in. I didn't put in my 10,000. I didn't put probably over than that. If you go back and watch my history, my YouTube history, bro, I've been watching these type of videos before I even understood what the hell I was watching, my nigga. I didn't know. It was just puzzle pieces in the file cabinet for later to pull back out to piece together, my nigga. I didn't know, like I was watching shit about well before I left Christianity, which was pretty recent. Yeah, I used to like study like the Bible, and then I used to have stuff pop up that was occult stuff, but of course because in Christianity they tell you everything that's not Christianity pretty much is demonic, even your ancestors, you feel me? Which, and I'm not saying that everything ain't, but not everything is though, and a lot of stuff wasn't until it was made into a demonic satanic thing by these organizations or groups or occult groups, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, that was just a little off topic, but yeah, man, I that's what big homie CC like to say a lot and shit. when you put your 10,000 hours in, you can't really talk about this stuff or whatever, or something. You be saying something about you didn't done your research, or you know what you talk or something. If you didn't put 10,000 hours in, yeah, I didn't probably put well over that. Include not just watching videos, including a little research I done myself, but most of this shit I didn't piece together from discernment, and also because some of it I did get tricked, because they put false information out on purpose. So I didn't damn near went down every rabbit hole. I damn near became a Hebrew Israelite. I damn near became a Nation of Islam, a NOY. I damn near became a like literally every rabbit hole. Besides like the occult satanic, real satanic, but like the Hebrew is like the shit like that, where like, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to be this godly thing, and they talk about, you know what I'm saying, but a little bit about this shit, like, you know what I'm saying, the Hebrew is a NOI and the 5% or 1% or whatever, all that shit. I damn near, and 2%, I damn near wanted to join them shits until I kept on doing my research and figured out, oh no, this ain't something, you feel me, they talking right, but they ain't really, you feel me, they yeah, nah, hell no.
That old man river. You know, you look like your head fell on the cheese dip back in 1957.
The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world built to keep us under control in order to change a human being into this.
Drag Queen Story Hour.
This one is called Worm Loves Worm.
Talking, singing, and reading.
We can both be grooms.
To an audience of preschoolers, toddlers, and their caregivers.
Amazing. The hips on the drag queen go swish, 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 swish. I'm a girl.
Stop.
I don't have no problem with you doing that, but the why push it? You feel me? And most of them don't. It's just the ones who do that's part of the agenda.
Let me out.
Or that's fooled by the agenda. That's tricked by the agenda.
Let me out. Look at them. They're everywhere. Now hold on. You ain't the first son of a bitch to wake up out of their dream.
The day my water broke.
Also, I did also, like I said, bro, just go check out it. I don't know. Listen, let me go back to this real quick. Well, before I do, this video right here, man, I did a breakdown on this movie right here. Go watch that. Also, I was gonna do a breakdown on the movie Shark Tales, but I didn't do it. And I probably won't, but I did talk about it a little bit in this video right here. I did talk about it a little bit, and how you seen how that character that popped up.
You ain't the first son of a bitch to wake up out of their dream.
That character right there with the red hair, that remind me of that character. Y'all know Shark Tales, Angela. No, not Angela. I forgot what her name was, but the fish with the red hair that looked pretty much like that character, that cartoon character, right? That was pretty much they was both showing one-eye symbolism, but not only that, yeah, just go watch that movie. I talk about it in I mean that just go watch this video. I talk about it in that like video right there. That cartoon character. Yeah, so yeah.
The day my water broke, I was recording Jessica Rabbit.
No. I don't believe it. It's not possible. You know what you need? You need a Brazilian plastic surgeon.
I've got one that can see.
Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? I was. Look again.
I wrote unto you in an epistle not to company with fornicators, yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world, or with the covetous, or extortioners, or with idolaters, for then must ye needs go out of the world. But now I have written unto you not to keep company if any man that is called a brother be a fornicator, or covetous, or an idolater, or a railer, or a drunkard, or an extortioner. With such an one know not to eat. For what have I to do to judge them also that are without? Do not ye judge them that are within? But them that are without God judgeth. Therefore put away from among yourselves that wicked person.
The gains have been substantial, both for ourselves and for you, the human power elite. You have given us entree to the resources we need in our ongoing quest for multidimensional expansion.
You still don't get it, do you, boys? There ain't no countries anymore. No more good guys. They're running the whole show. They own everything.
He's a tall, Caucasian male that doesn't appear armed, wearing sunglasses.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Okay, so that's the end of that video. Now, this is the main video that I really wanted to do, but I just did them two because they kind of fit in. Well, this one fit in with this video that I just watched, and then that video fits in along with this video. So it kind of came together a little perfect, but so yeah, but this is the main video I wanted to watch. And so yeah, let's get into it.
Mr. Rivers, how are you? You made a ton of news officiating the wedding in New York yesterday. Is this like a new cottage career move for you?
I'm so excited.
Okay.
And I should do very well because I don't charge.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
we already
president?
have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay.
This was also staged as well. They probably told her to say that. Look at the
so let's
and even and if they didn't,
just calm down.
Got it.
You know Michelle is a trans.
It's been floating out online before it's been floating out there before she even said. So she probably, I sneeze. Okay, I ain't sneeze on computer, but so she probably came out and just said that for maybe damage control, or something.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender.
But
we all know.
Look at the.
Oh my God!
Look at the building. In gematria, I believe the number 0 don't exist, but look at that, 2666.
Oh gosh, it's okay.
And then I believe that's 12, and then so what? 1 plus 3. I mean 1 plus 2 is 3. So that's symbolism for 666, I guess you could say. And I did a short video on this as well, but I ain't gonna lie, look at Ellen DeGeneres' eyes. Just look, and look at where she was probably looking at. Look at that shit. It look like she looking directly at that. Right there in the middle. See, but she turned that way. and look straight ahead just like everybody else was now. But then that what that do, yeah. It looked like it did it again. I ain't gonna lie, watching this shit in slow motion just makes this look even more goofy. Look at Buddy back there in the back. He hitting the moves too hard, bro. Chill out. Whole chest popping out.
Especially when every time I look at Michelle or Michael Obama, the first lady or the first tranny, every time I look at them, something doesn't look right. She doesn't look like any black woman or any woman I've ever known. She's got...
I ain't gonna lie. I forgot what video I said this in, but same thing with Candace Owens. She not all makeuped up. I ain't gonna lie, same thing.
Shoulders that are wider than a man's, which physiologically...
And also, when I said there's people in the truth community, so-called the conspiracy theorist movement, you know what I'm saying, space, there's infiltrators or so-called regular people, but they not really us. This is one of them. Excuse me, and I used to watch him a lot too. But yeah, this is one of them. And if you don't know, FTM or MTF is female turned male or male turned female.
It doesn't happen. Again, you can put 3 heads on a man's shoulders and only 2 heads on a woman's shoulders. That's a known anatomy. And then women generally have wider hips than men do. And you look at her arms and the rest of it, when she's standing straight on, she looks like no woman I have ever seen, except for people who have had different chromosomal disorders who choose to be a woman. And I've got the statistics and the numbers right here in front of me. We're seeing more and more of these chromosomal disorders because of all the toxic waste and GMO that's been introduced. One of them is the Klinefelter syndrome, or the double XY, where you basically are part female, part male, and then generally around puberty or even younger, the person needs to choose who they're going to be. And when you look at other people who have been reported, like Olympic runners and others, to perhaps having this disorder, they look just like Michelle Obama. And we've seen cases before where they then do the test and then don't release them. And the Russians got caught in the Olympics, of course, back in the 70s and 80s, having, quote, women wrestlers and weightlifters that really weren't women. They were really men. It's just they didn't have the genitalia, and some evidence showed they'd had it removed so that the great state could be shown of communism as defeating capitalism. But Joan Rivers, obviously, while officiating at a gay wedding, was basically asked about if America would accept this, and you know, she said, "Well, we already have a gay president and his transvestite wife." You know, for me, this isn't really a laughing matter, because not just the sexuality, but the very genetics of the human species across the board is being manipulated. We've got some areas of the United States where more than 2/3 of the frogs are being born hermaphrodites or asexual or sterile.
And if you don't know what gematria is, this is what it is right here. It's where you take where like words are right here. It pretty much what it say. Words, phrases, or even numbers will equal up to something. Cause you're pretty much the alphabet order ABC is 1, 2, 3. And then reverse reduction, wherever that is on here, if he got it, okay, reverse reduction, wherever that is the same thing backwards, but starting with Z and going up. Then Z is 1, 2, 3, then Z, X, Y, whatever the fuck it is, W, whatever. Okay, it say I don't know the meaning of this code. Perhaps you do. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so 88. I know 8 plus 8, that's 16, right? That means something. Hold on. Cause I did a video. Let me see. What video? Where is it at? Was it this video? No. It wasn't that one. I know what it was. I know which one it was. Yep, I know exactly this one. This video right here, I believe. Hold on, let me make sure. No. I believe it was this video. This video right here. This video. One of my older ones. That video right there talk a little bit about the number 88, and it also belonged to was it Roosevelt, I believe. If I think Theodore was it Rose? I think it might have been Roosevelt, but don't quote me on that. I forgot who else, but it was the president that was on the $1,000 bill or something like that. Whatever president that was. I think it was on $1,000 bill. But like I said, just go watch this video right here. Go watch this video, and it talk about the number 88. And it had the number 88 on the bill as well. And guess who else? The Trump, which is what that video was on. But yeah, Trump some had has to do with 88 too, along with that other president. But just go watch that other video. Now I don't know about the other 8, but yeah. I don't really do gematria like that. I know it a little bit, and I know, you know what I'm saying, enough to know when I need to, when I see it, you feel me? But I'm not really deep into it like that. But if you want a channel that is, this is the I'm Zachary Hubbard, Call Me Kinfolk, Divine Side A, and Conscious X. Them is really the only channels I know that mess with gematria. Well, that actually is on point with the shit, I should say that. Which sometimes they might even have some, but they the most, you know what I'm saying, well versed in it that I know. Shit. I ain't gonna lie, it really is. And just wait till you see a goddamn back photo. That shit, goddamn, look like motherfucking bench press a squat 450. And I forgot the actual name of it, but yeah, that's what everybody call it, or the devil horn. But there's an actual real name for it, and I believe it comes from the Cabal or the Kabbalah. No, that was that same hand sign that Cam Newton be doing and having people do at the end of his shows. That's where I got it from, because there was one of his guests didn't want to do the hand sign. That's where I got the name actually from. And it went viral, of course. Man. And not only that though, look, tried to slide that in again. Maybe with that hand too, but definitely with this hand. Look at that. Definitely with that hand. Mm. Boy, that look like Yo Gotti a little bit right there. Okay, I'm trying to see if I could just find anybody in the crowd or something. For real, look at that. But yeah, I did do an actual whole video just about that specifically. Hold on. Where's right here. And I might have to rename it. Let's get back to it. There you go. You can't tell me, bro. That's a straight, bro. That's a straight man, bro. And look how the arms is like not even going straight down. They kind of flaring out a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, bro. Nah. And that's also why they have to steady always get like surgery and shit, face surgery done and shit like that, cause yeah, with age that shit start popping out and showing through. And they can't hide it no more, so they gotta keep on continuously trying. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I started yawning a lot, but I'm getting a little tired. But probably after this, I'm finna go stream again, cause I'm back on my little run. You feel me? I'm back on my little run as long as I can. You feel me? Do what I do, but I'm back on my little run. Gonna be streaming and all this other shit. I found this kind of off topic a little bit real quick, but yeah, man, I found this game that I don't think a lot of people play like that. Yeah, I kind of fuck with. And hold on, I also been learning how to read faces, and he said the left eye is closing, which I don't think that I don't know what he meant by that, but I'm taking it as he says like he mean or they mean that she doing the one eye symbolism, but I don't think it's necessarily that. It's just that faces can tell a lot about a person. I might do a video on that one day. I don't know, but go check out WTF Waterface and his page, and yeah, that'll tell you a lot on why her left eye is closing like that, or well, really maybe her right eye, but our left to our left side, uh, and yeah, a lot more. The lines on the forehead, the lines right here, which is called folly lines. The line right here on the cheek, or the indentions on the cheek. She got a little bit of droopingness over the eyelids, a little bit, not really. why the why our eyebrows is so slanted, because that means she's very critical, you know what I'm saying, very skeptical and shit. Yeah, just go check out his page. Also, in this one she don't, but in some other pictures she has lower sympacu eyes, which is white on 3 sides. This one, because she looking up, of course, but I'm gonna get a better photo. I ain't gonna lie, this photo don't look very feminine at all. I'm telling y'all, bro. I feel like Candace Owens too. I think there was a theory going around about that at one point, but yeah, I think I'm bringing it back up because yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This is sometimes I be Candace Owens be looking like this too. Hair be doing well. I mean, of course, because it's not, you know, other ethnicities' hair that's straighter, so it's gonna look like that. But yeah, nah, I'm telling y'all, bro. This, yeah. Boy, them arms look like maxed out wingspan, bro. That's crazy. No 2K. I probably been missing some photos because I forgot about it, but you could definitely see it right here. She not even really looking up, but you see how like it's white even at the bottom of the eye. That means that a person is like a fanatical, I guess you could say, had like some fanaticism, uh, or like some is very addicted to something, which it could be, like I said, go check out his page, WTF What a Face. But yeah, he said the first, it could be sugar because that's pretty much everybody's first addiction, which I mean, you could pretty much say if you addicted to sugar, you know what I'm saying, you a drug addict. You feel me? Pretty much. But um because that's pretty much what it is. But yeah, so but when you yeah, when people got that, mm, be weary, be careful, be mindful of them, because yeah, supposedly that's not really a good thing to have. Look, you can even see it right here, and she not even looking up. You definitely, and this is what I mean by reading faces, because you see also it's one eye symbolism because it's kind of covering up the eye, but you see how it's more so on the, what side is that? Her left side, which is her private side, your dad's side, and then the right side is your mom's side, which is your show side, what you show to the world side. And you see how it's mostly on the left side, so that's really not a good thing. That means privately she's fanatical about or addicted to something. And you see how it's like kind of more popping out of her head on that side. Her eyes like more popping out of her head on the left side than on the right side. Well, it seems like it is, or more bigger. But you can see that lower Senpaku. Oh shit, hold on, let me take that back and see what we've been missing. Oh, okay, we ain't missed nothing. Got some long arms, bro. That's crazy. And if you don't know what clavicles is, that's this part right there. You don't know what that is. And them motherfuckers is pretty straight. And look at this damn. Yeah, bro. Okay, so now this is the part where the symbolism, where they're really talking about it. So let's get to it. This is the main part, really. So I honestly could have skipped up to this part, but I felt like it was important to play the whole thing. And plus, it kind of tied in because along with the last video that I played before this one. Yeah. Yeah. That's that wave. When you see him do that wave. Because most people, when they wave, their fingers is all out, not like that waving or even close together. You know what I'm saying? Most people's hands is spread apart, not like that. And you can really see the difference in her face right there. If you was to cover up, I don't know what you watching this on, but if you watching it on your phone, just cover up with one hand with the whatever side, the left or right side, and then do the other side, vice versa, and you will see the difference. If you was to make a photo collage of like once if you like of once or a mirror photo of one side, or I guess you could say a photo collage, like split it in half and then reverse it and then make, turn the face into a whole face from the left side and then turn the faces from the whole face to the right side. It will look like two different faces, bro. Or I guess reverse the image, not turn, but reverse it. And he gonna explain kind of what he is, what the rituals is, and what, not really explain, but like I guess you could, he is gonna explain it or where it come from. And some of the other videos he just kind of like pointed out or you know what I'm saying, just like what he doing right now, but he finna come back and kind of explain it. And if you like, no way, that can't mean nothing, bro. They just pointing. Well, I guess I got another video coming. Jackson on this shirt. And it say, what in the is this? So is they what in the what in the is this? Like, that's what I ain't gonna lie. Michael Jackson looked like he had lower sympathetic eyes too, as around this photo or this time later on. But look at that. And 2 times. Cause he not really show, well, I guess not really here. But you could say because they covering up that eye, but it is turned, so you can't even really see that one either. But definitely right here. And almost right there too. But definitely right here. That was definitely on purpose. Because she leaned over a little bit, look like. To act like, I guess she's trying to look at something. Because something or somebody is in the way or something. But probably not. It was just on purpose, this photo. Here you can see it both sides. White on 3 sides, lower sympathetic. So when you see, because I think Kevin Gates do this a lot too. He take pictures like that a lot. When he had his motherfucking shirt off and shit. But a lot of artists do this as well. Also, if the hand is on the inside, if it's like tucked, like, you know what I'm saying, tucked away like that, like in some old photo paintings and shit. Photo paintings of like kings or queens or people like motherfucking Christopher Columbus or Cristobal Colon, or that's his real name, Christopher Columbus, or motherfucking what's his name, George Washington and shit. Or but I'm trying to think, what is the one that was flying to them? I think that is George Washington, I think, or not? Who Franklin? I think some Franklin or something, where he was flying a damn kite and got struck by lightning or something, or would put the key on the kite or some shit like that. Oh, Benjamin Franklin, duh. I ain't gonna lie, I used to use Benjamin Franklin all the time. Not really all the time, but I used to use that nigga sometimes on Skate. If you remember that Tony Hawk game, Tony Hawk Skate. And you could be what was that? You'll be over there at the damn, what level? I think it was like one of the first levels, one of the first couple, either the first, not the first one, because I think the first one you started off in the motherfucking and like the skate, the indoor skate park, and then after that you went outside and went to I think Philadelphia, I believe. I forgot which one it was, but I know you had to skate around on no. I think no, it wasn't Philly. Damn, I forgot what it was. But I ain't gonna lie, I want to play that game again, bro. That bring it back memories. But man, I want to play that game again. But yeah, you start off on damn, I forgot that level. But I can tell you, I remember what it looked like. I got the picture in my head. Then like you go up on the it was like a pier, like it had a like it was like and then you could jump off on the water over there. I forgot, but yeah, bro. Now I ain't gonna lie, I used to play Benjamin Franklin on Tony Hawk's skate game and shit. Play that character. Look, man, bro. And then right here, you can really see that was a male turned female. And go back and look at Candace Owens when she was younger as well. Older photos of her, and you gonna be like, something is off. And orange is worth 33 in gematria, meaning pretty much it equals to 33 in gematria. It adds up to 33. And purple is the androgyny color. Also, they say it's the royal color, I believe, too. The color for royalty, which is also why the Crown Royal bag was purple. You know that Crown Royal bag, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why that motherfucker was purple. But not also only that, because when you link them two together and put it with syncretism or synchronize it, if you go back and look at some of or a lot of, pretty much almost all of the fucking queen or the king's wife, the queens, they was really awesome male in drag or male turned female or something. guess he talking about with this hand right here. I ain't gonna lie. We can skip past fake ass guru quotes. Okay, I think that's it. So let me see where I'm at and how long, because I low key was kind of falling asleep on it. Alright, so yeah, we had 2 hours already, man. So and my phone finna die too. That mug, I don't know what percent at now, but popped up saying something about 20. It's at 17% now. So yeah, I'ma end this. Oops. I'ma end this right here, man. And so yeah, that I hope that kinda helped out a little bit on seeing, you know, symbolism and all that stuff. And you know what I'm saying? I know it probably, if this is your first go around on seeing this stuff, or you know what I'm saying, whatever, or you know, if even if it ain't, and you know what I'm saying, you've seen it a little bit, still might be a little confusing, but you know what I'm saying, just go watch some of my other videos and sum it up a little bit more, perfectly. But so yeah, man, with that being said, catch y'all on the next video.
If you can hear this, you're in the circle now. Check your shoulders. Make sure it's just you and these words. You have now tuned in to the Let 'Em Know podcast, where the real talk's quiet and the truth talks loud. No accidents. You found this frequency. So sit back. Lock in. Let 'em know you're listening. You're now tuned in to the Let 'Em Know podcast.